the one hand, you could say that it is a strategy, but my perception is it's more a lack of strategy. They don't really know what they will do with Syrians in Germany. They don't have a plan. I mean, over the past months, they didn't really talk about it at all publicly. So my perception is they really lack a plan. They do not know what to do. And that partly explains also the open-ended, diffuse communication, because they don't actually know what to do.
I spoke to somebody very high level within the Conservative CDU who admitted that it was a problem that they hadn't created these categories, that they had not mapped out who they mean. But they, of course, also know that legally it's you can politically create categories, but that doesn't mean you can legally act upon them. Before Merz became Chancellor, in a press conference, I asked him whether the individual right to asylum, which is in the German Basic Law, it's in the Constitution, would be off limits for him. And he said nothing is off limits. And I really wonder whether this could become a moment where that becomes gets called into question again, because there is maximum pressure on the Conservative CDU. The AfD can basically just push them to the brink and say, okay, so you said large numbers are going to leave. It's not happening. And it's the Conservative CDU-led coalition that has to make it happen.
And the AfD are in a comfortable situation.
They don't have to do anything. They can just sit and watch.
At the moment that they would know how to do it.
But the AfD is a disruptive party, so it's much, much easier for them to say, hey, we don't like the system, we're going to tear it completely apart. And we might even think of a situation where we can really en masse take away the protective status of people. It's much easier for the AfD to say something like that.
It's always easier for the opposition if you're not in government, but they too would need a 2/3 majority to change a constitution, which there's no way they would get it, but they can just sit there and make promises because they don't have to act on them anyway.